Greetings and salutations, I'm Kev. Welcome back to this Let's Play of U4 as Russia. It's a new session, and since the last time I've been doing some thinking about how we're gonna proceed from this point. We're roughly at the halfway mark of the game, I think. Maybe a bit over. Well, if you just want to conquer the world, you can do that by 1821. If you're gonna culture convert on, however, you're gonna have to finish the world conquest a fair bit sooner, because here's the thing. You can't culture convert a province unless the nationalism has died down. And nationalism takes 30 years to go away unless you pick humanist ideas, which is, it takes 20. So right now, we definitely have to conquer everything by 1790, I think, yeah, 1790. But then you also have to add in the time it takes to culture convert a province, and though the cost will go down, the time will not. So the rich provinces on the map, the ones with extreme high development like Paris, they'll take 40 years to convert. So we need these by 1750 at the very latest. Probably sooner. Anything above 40 development at the very least needs to be ours by 1750. But I'd rather, yeah, so that's feasible at least. I mean, there are some rather interesting choices here. I'm gonna have to fight just about everybody. Bamanes shouldn't be a problem, we've beaten them several times already. Tunis, they shouldn't be a problem either. England shouldn't be a problem. Spain and France, they're gonna be a bit trickier. Austria's gonna be a bit tricky. Same as Brandenburg, simply because of the alliance patterns. Eventually we'll have enough power to just smash everything there. And of course, in order to culture convert, they also have to be of your religion. And as I'm currently noticing, we can conquer territory very fast, but we'll be lagging behind in conversions a fair bit. So to compensate for that, we'll need to secure more missionaries. And that basically means that we need to start thinking about the remaining triggered modifiers. Mecca is certainly the quickest. And we also want Rome, because Rome will also trigger the Pentarchy, as long as we get one province more from the Ottomans. And that's certainly something we're going to do. And if we got all of these, we're going to have 6 missionaries in total. That's double our current capacity. That's going to be fairly good, I think. That might be sufficient for our needs. So I think that's going to be our new priority, actually. I'm still going to wait until the truce with the Ottomans and smash them, and then we'll see whomever holds Mecca, we're going to go after them. And then we'll have to go for Rome. Now, Rome itself is going to be tricky if we're going to go the direct route. I mean, they're allied to Poland and Austria, and France is guaranteeing them, but they're also allied to Albania. And that's certainly a way in. I don't think any other state will attack Albania just yet. They've been living there for forever. So I'm thinking that's gonna... Yeah, we can wait, I think. We can, we can deal with the Ottomans first and Mecca, and then turn our attention towards Rome. So that's gonna be our priority now, I think. As much as I want to get colonial states going, so that they'll have time to do some culture flipping, the colonial provinces should be able to convert much faster than what we experience in the old world. I think that's the case, at least. Same with the cost. So I'm gonna hope that that's gonna work out. All the things we need to deal with, well... I'm still undecided on the ideas. I'm still undecided, because in the idea groups, both humanism would be useful, again, just as I just mentioned, for this particular little thing. That would be very useful indeed. Religious unity will also be very good, since we're going to hold a ton of extra wrong religion provinces at a time. And the rest of the stuff is just good. But that's a lot of admin points. And I kind of want to use that admin points just to gain territory fast. Since we're now finally at the position where we can actually do that, we can start shifting our armies around, smash the world from different sides, not worry too much about aggressive expansion, which, by the way, is completely dead in Europe, which is actually kind of bad. A bad move from me. I've been constantly hammering the Ottomans and everybody else here, mostly because A, I want the Ottomans to be weak, and B, I want to get the riches of India so we actually can fund everything. That's kind of why this has been a priority. So I haven't done the aggressive expansion management I probably should have done. So we might actually need humanism to deal with this eventually. But again, I'm not sure. I think we're going to be strong enough once we've gotten the Indian economy to just flow up to Russia. And we've nerfed the Ottomans here. I'm fairly certain we're going to have a financial base strong enough to just steamroll Europe. And not worry too much about coalitions. We'll see. The other one is exploration. I really would like to get exploration just for the extra colonists. So we could just fill in the blanks. There are quite a few of them. And that will of course help our future colonial states. It's a bit late though. That's one thing. And yeah. It is a bit late. And again, if I get the financials in order, I can just use my single colonist to just set up the colonies and let them just grow naturally to completion. So there's that. Plus, of course, our heir is level 6 in military, but he's rubbish in everything else. So probably we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing right now. We're gonna keep building up our absolutism by crushing rebels. That's gonna cost a fair bit of points. It's gonna take another 1250 military points to get absolutism up to around 90. And that's going to increase our administrative efficiency quite a bit, which will allow us to take a lot more land in every single war. And that's what we want before we unleash ourselves. Other things? What was I thinking about? There were still a few other things. There was a few other things that I wanted to wait for, basically. Right, we were also working on our next age absolutism idea, which I'm fairly certain is going to be this one. But it is going to take us about 8 years to have enough splendor for it, to get the next administrative efficiency from that. And at that point, I feel like we're going to be unleashed and start conquering like crazy. I still don't want to start a golden age. I still don't want to start that until we reach the enlightenment, because the culture conversion is what we really want to have on the cheap, so to speak. So that's going to be something around 1709. That's when we're going to hit the button. And then we are just going to have to push and kill everything we can. All the major powers have already had their golden ages, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll have an advantage over them at that point, if we don't need it sooner. So yeah, that's gonna be our new plan. We're just gonna now wait for the truce with the Ottomans first, convert a bit of land, which we have a fair bit of. Then we're gonna smash the Ottomans down, get... which province was it we needed? This one? Haleb, was it? Let's quickly check. Pentarchy, where are you? Actually, that's only Rome we need for that. Wait a second. The decision for the Pentarchy always kept harping on what another province. Speaking of, by the way, I think we're going to cancel the mission here. I want to see if we can get the Pentarchy mission, because that is going to be our priority number 1 here now. Yeah, other things. We also need to build up our navy before we can handle the big colonial powers. As for Portugal, that's going to be a bit tricky since they're allied to Spain, but they're also allied to a couple of other weak points, especially Arawak. Arawak is a definite weak point, so if I can colonize a province down here, which is what I'm hoping to do next, we'll be able to declare war on the Arawak and bring in Portugal that way. And let's see, if I bring Spain in a war against the Arawak, and put Portugal as a co-belligerent, will they answer the call of my call before they answer the call of Portugal? I'm not sure. Still not quite sure how that works when you do the co-belligerencies. I do want to keep Spain around. They're good muscle. They're good to just smash things. And I need them to distract France. It's actually been kind of good there that these two have been fairly balanced in strength all game. Usually one of them eats the other in my games, but here they've kept a fair balance. Fighting each other to a draw, which is awesome. Ming did have the same thing going on with Lasang for a long time. They kept attacking Lasang and took a real big toll on them, but yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna handle Ming. Most likely, we're gonna just have to, once we're ready, just attack all their small subjects all at once and kill them, and establish a long-ass border with Ming, and basically kill their legitimacy, or whatever that thing is called. This thing, the mandate. If this falls to 0, which it will if they have a big-ass non-tributary tributary neighbor like Russia, then yeah. I'm not quite sure how the non-tributaries is tallied up. I think, and I could be wrong here, but I think it's about the size of the border that isn't a tributary. I don't think it's the size of the particular nation that isn't a tributary. But I don't know. But again, immediate plan, Ottomans, Mecca, Rome, and after that I think we're going to try to deal with colonial states. Or India. Still not sure. Colonial states, I kind of need to get them going. At any rate, I should probably not unpause and see what happens. Because this is going to change. Oh, there we go. Yeah, lots of claims fabricated. The only thing I'm really worried about... They are still a valid rival. At least they will be until the end of the war. I don't want to lose them as a rival. I mean, I like the power projection, and we don't have many options in that regard. At some point, we're going to have to make either France, Spain, or Ming a rival. All three will probably be possible. The only reason Ming can't rival us right now is because they don't know about us. And that's actually kind of a mixed blessing. I mean, Ming is still quite far behind the institutions, but they're still keeping up in tech, which is remarkable, to be honest. Oh yeah, as for rebellions, we are probably going to have a small war down in the south there, depending on how things go. Wait, Yarkhan accepted, please. What happened? Okay, Chagatai died, basically. Well, more or less. Still have one province left, but now we at least have a CB on them as well. As for revolts, I've been suppressing quite a few of them. I'm going to let the ones here in the Native Americas rise up, so that we can move a fleet from that part of the world. Do I want 2 armies over in the Americas? Let's see now, we have 4 armies guarding India. That's too many actually, we're gonna start moving you. You're unable to handle your own rebels, aren't you? Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to help our friend there. It would be nice if Bohemia... Actually, Bohemia can't either, they don't bother this. Right, we were also trying to get more subject states. Mecklenburg was certainly looking appealing. We've begun improving relations. Oh, they're expensive to influence though, but... Let's see, can we even get them above 190? Because they're a neighboring heretic. Okay, we get another 50 points from improving relations. Another 50 from alliance, that's 124. Another 50 from gifts and influence. Proclaiming guarantees. For military access. We are a Dutch. But it's gonna cost us a diplo point. Well, it's gonna cost us a diplo point unless we kick Spain out of our good graces. A bit too soon for that. Can we afford that one diplo point for 10 years? That's 120 diplo points. Just do, yeah, we'll do it. Let's see, who are you improving relations with right now? Cyprus. Yeah, Cyprus isn't the priority 1 target, actually. Venice is. Because here's the thing, I looked around at the trade maps. Unfortunately, Venice is now stealing a fair bit of trade. Down here. And over here. Same as Georgia. So I want to destroy Venice and Georgia. So that they don't leech trade. That's certainly something we want to do. The Kazaki Rebellion. Kazaki? That we can suppress. Or not. 57 points, that's too much. Well then, let's go up and deal with the Kazaki Rebellion. Where was that? Arakent and Kisilkum. Arakent. Huh, okay. Fine, this fort goes up. And these troops are gonna go to Arakent. Also in Kisilkum, so you're gonna go to Kisilkum. Probably aren't gonna be there by the time the rebellion fires though. As for the Native American ones, I want them to fire so I can move my army. I'm kind of worried because Kicha here is dying. Or not. Minus 43, they're not strong enough to actually siege the fort. Someone went bankrupt. Chagatai went bankrupt. Well, Chagatai, that's fine. Mecklenburg, yes, we want to be your friend. We want to proclaim guarantees. Everything to make you our friend, and hopefully we can do that by the time we need to declare war on the Ottomans. I'm gonna need military access to Austria. Will they grant that? They will. Awesome. Probably want a leader here. I need to spark those Native American rebellions ASAP. Yeah, there we go. Convert that and convert the other one. Get both rebellions firing. You're gonna take charge of here. Now for the expensive gifts. I want to try to vassalize as many of the tiny granite nations here as possible as they appear. And then we can smash the big nations once we have the capacity for it. And we're gonna get there. But right now we just still need to wait. We still need to build up our administrative efficiency a bit. Again, I just want to get the New World natives dealt with. Where's the other one? There. There we go. And there's the separatists. Just go straight for them. Yeah, you can't transfer them yet. Come on. Unsiege that province, hopefully in time for the battle. They can't create separatism because of the fort, so there's that. Sydamir. Alright, let's get Danzig and friends down. Oh, dang it. Okay, now we can transfer you. Though, by that time you had both entered the battle. Oh, never mind then. Why didn't I get a pop-up about this? Guess I disabled that pop-up. Oh, peace accepted. What did you... You took a province, didn't you? You bastard. Yeah, I took one province. That's it. Okay. That means we're going to be fighting the Mamluks. Or Mecca. Once we're done fighting the Ottomans. Shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. Arakant Rebellion is done. So, let's see. One of you is going to move there, and then here. And the other is going to move straight there. There we go. I no longer need this fort. Truce with the Turk is in July 1627, so about 2.5 years. So, yeah, and I think at the start of 27 we're gonna activate our forts again. Right, we were still trying to get these guys into the friend zone. Influence you. 90 ducats. Next step is a gift. It's probably going to be a pretty darn big gift. But getting Liebeck would be so useful, because that's going to end a lot of the draw of our trade. And at this point, we're making quite a bit of money from trade. Unfortunately, Spain is making tons of money because they're getting all the New World trade. England is in no position to secure trade from that point, and France doesn't seem to care either, so... Sevilla is a tremendously rich node. Another 100 ducats for you. There we go. Getting another friend. You are improving against everybody who's pissed off against that. Yeah, that's fine. As soon as we start the war, we can push down Georgian Liberty Desire using prestige. I'm not going to do that now, because right now we're not gaining any. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, Persia, we're going to come to your rescue. Just give me until the end of the truce. Let's have a look. What is Persia's power at the moment? The Ottomans, 50,000 troops. The Persians. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I see why you decide to attack Ottomans. You have twice the power. And I don't think the Persians have any friends, right? Persia has no friends. I don't think we're gonna need... Oh, alright, we still have military access through here. Cancel that. Oops. That cost us a fair few extra points. Right, might also want to consider building up our army somewhat. I'm kind of uncertain about that though. If I need more. Oh, removing Tabas. That could be appealing right now. Though we don't really need the manpower record. Ooh. 2,000 ducats. Let's say we make 25 a month, 250. Something like... Let's pretend we make 300 ducats a year. It's a bit of an extra... We're making less than that, but still. 300 a year, that's going to take quite a few years before we actually can fulfill this mission. 2,000 ducats. So I don't want to do that. I think I'd rather go with the Pentarchy. Need Rome, Haleb. This is kind of funny. So the decision here requires the province of Haleb. Whereas the triggered modifier requires Antioch, which is next door. I think they've split the provinces here and forgotten to update these particular decisions. I think that's what's going on here, or the mission. Either the mission or the triggered modifier wasn't updated to accept, to realize the fact that there are not multiple provinces there. At any rate, we're going to go for that. It's going to take us a while to do, but that definitely means this is the first target, Haleb. And then I think we just want to shave off provinces here. And then cut across whatever we can down here. Possibly down here as well. And of course southern Greece is also appealing, given that we don't have to convert it. Actually yes, we have to, because it's Catholic. Ooh, never mind. At any rate, it's gonna take a while. First now is just to prepare for the war with the Turk. And it is also time for a break, so yeah, I apologize for the very uneventful episode, but I need to just take a break and give an indication of what my strategy is going to be for the immediate future. At any rate, time for the break. Thank you for watching.